with an i7-4790K, 16 gigabytes of 2400 megahertz speed DDR3 Ram, and a GTX 970. I also got a new monitor. It turns sideways. And, oh yeah, it's also 144 hertz. So let's test it. I've got fraps and I've got shadow play. Let's get testing. So, doing this reminded me how much Call of Duty Advanced Warfare sucks on PC. It's atrocious. But before we get into that, the settings I'm using is the GeForce recommended settings, and it doesn't seem to make a fucking difference because this game runs like shit on PC. It's a terrible port. It's locked to 91. For some reason, it's locked to 91. 91. I don't know why. That seems oddly specific and stupid. At least it's locked for 91 to me. That's fucking weird. That's fucking weird, don't you think? That's very strange. So this is the first time I played this game in a while. First match went amazingly well. I recorded 5 matches for this footage, and I am showing you the first, the 4th, and the 5th. Mainly because those are the ones that stand out the most. The first one went amazingly well. There was very little lag, at least from what I could tell. Hit detection was good, and I did amazingly well. And then it got worse. It got worse. In the second match, I used the laser for the sake of using it, just because I wanted to see what it was like. It seemed like it had been nerfed. I don't know if it's just me, but I did pretty badly. I mean, I did alright. I got above of a 1 KD. I did like 22 kills and 20 deaths. In this match, I don't know if I said I did 19 and 2. And in the 4th match I did, it went horrendously poorly. And the 3rd match, I used a shotgun, and it went alright. It went about the same as the 2nd match. But the 4th match was atrocious. And I don't know if it was because of lag or poor hit detection. I mean, it's probably lag because there's no dedicated servers, and if you look on the forums or the reviews, everyone complains about lag, so I'm thinking it's lag. So the first match I did was solar, using this random gun that I like. What's it called? The AK-12G. I think I prestiged once in this. Apparently I've played it for 40 hours. That's what Steam says. I don't think that's true. I think that's just like leaving it on, faffing around, trying to get things to work. Because the game didn't work for me when I got it originally when it came out. Because the mouse was unplayably stuttery. And I finally got a new mouse that allows me to change the polling rate down to 125. Because for some reason this game does not like it if you have a mouse polling rate that's above 125. This game is a mess. It's horrible. But I can finally aim. Even still, the game still runs like shit. I mean, no matter what settings you have it on, it doesn't matter if you have it on the lowest or the highest, the game constantly stutters. It depends on what map you're on as well. Different maps run like shit, which is ridiculously bad. How does different maps run terribly? I don't get that. That's awful. But this match goes well. I mean, the aiming seems fine. I mean, Advanced Warfare is crap on PC. I mean, most Call of Duties are shit on PC. I don't think Call of Duty translates well to PC, which doesn't make any sense because it's a fucking first-person shooter with boosting and dodging. That should work on PC, but it doesn't really work on PC. It doesn't feel great at all. I mean, the mouse, even with the fixed polling rate, it still doesn't feel great. The screen tearing up the wazoo, because VSync in this game just completely kills your mouse. It completely fucks with it completely. Yeah, Advanced Warfare, I didn't even get to play the campaign because of the FOV was 65. The FOV was 65 in the campaign. You couldn't change it, and it made me feel sick and gave me a headache, so I couldn't play the campaign, which was a shame because I did play the first mission and I did like it, even with the FOV being horrendous. So I never got to play the campaign because they haven't put an FOV slider in there. I don't think there's still no dedicated servers, which they promised. They fucking promised, which is a fucking bullshit. If you promise something, don't then be like, 4 months later, we still haven't fucking got it. They're still not going to do it. They're never going to do it. I'm not holding out hope for Black Ops 3. I mean, I like the new zombies theme because it looks kind of Bioshocky. I love like the 50s, the 40s, the 60s. I love that setting. It's my favourite setting. I love the music from that, from those years. I love the aesthetic from those years. I love it. I love everything. The music, the cars, it looks everything. Everything from those years I fucking love. And you know, people were saying it looks like Bioshock. There's also a bit of darkness in there. It's like a little split second in the Black Ops 3 Zombies trailer. There's darkness tentacles you have, which is very strange. I don't know where that's from. I didn't really watch. I didn't really like scan it and be like, oh, I'm gonna find out everything in this trailer. I just kind of skimmed through it a bit and saw that. It looks cool. I'm not holding out hope for Black Ops 3 on PC. I'm thinking of buying it on PS4 at this rate because I don't want to have the mess that was Advanced Warfare again. It lags horribly. It has that issue that Battlefield 4 still has. Battlefield 4 still has it. The fucking lag on Battlefield 4 is still shit, but it's even worse here where you go around the corner and you still get killed even though you've gone around the corner. Because on their screen you haven't gone around the corner. But on your screen you have, so the bullets still hit you, even though you're around the corner. It's basically curving bullets. I've always called it that, curving bullets. Now I want to take a minute here to just tell you my history with the Call of Duty series. I never played the first one. Now, I played every Call of Duty on console except for Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare was my first PC Call of Duty. I played Call of Duty Finest Hour on the PS2. Then I played Call of Duty Big Red 1 on the PS2. Then I played Call of Duty 2 on the 360. And then Call of Duty 3, 4, 5, 6, well, you know, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Ghosts, all of those on 360. Now, my favourite has always been World at War, mainly because it has the same gameplay as Call of Duty 4, sort of. But it's set in Call of Duty. It's set in World War 2, and you know it was that basic. It was basic back then. It was 3, 5, 7. It was 3 for the recon plane, 5 for the artillery, 7 for the dogs, and the maps were awesome. The maps felt very balanced. At least they did to me. At least the maps were really good. The zombies, obviously. I mean, the zombies was a big part of that game for me. Fucking loved playing that. It was so amazing when it first came out. I feel like they've kind of ran it into the ground a bit, but hopefully they can bring a bit more life into it with Black Ops 3. I don't know. I never liked the direction they went with it in like Black Ops and Black Ops 2. The whole story shit. You had to do all that story nonsense, and the only way you could do it is if you had a bunch of people on your mics, and I just didn't like that. And I like basic simple stuff that has a good gameplay loop, not this complex bollocks. I mean, it's still cool. It's still really cool, but it's just I can't do it, and that's why I don't like it, because it's impossible to do it. I don't have any fucking friends on PC. No friends on PC, and let alone fucking getting the time to play with them on console to do that. I mean, I had the time when World at War came out, but when Black Ops came out, it was like 2 years later. Things change. Things change in your life pretty crazily when you're in school and all that nonsense. And your friends change and all that. So I never actually got the chance to play and do the story stuff in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. But it's still very interesting and very cool. I hope maybe they just kind of at least make it fun for people who just want to play like Zombies was originally. It still had that story. You know, it had that story, but it was a lot less pivotal to the game in like World at War. Pivotal to the Zombies mode. It was a lot less pivotal to the Zombies mode. We are coming close to the end of this match. I did 19 and 2. I don't like the exosuits. They don't feel good, I don't think. I mean, if you compare it to like Titanfall, you know, with the double jump and running across walls, it's nowhere near close. Like nowhere near close in terms of how good it feels. It feels imprecise. You're constantly accidentally using them when you double tap A or D. I know you can change that, but it's still awkward as shit. So this is the 4th match I did. And it went awfully. It went fucking horrendous. Like, literally, I couldn't do anything. I felt like I was getting the same amount of hits on people, but no one was dying. No one was dying. And I felt like my accuracy was completely off. It felt like it was completely off. I couldn't hit anyone. When I did hit people, they didn't die at all. We get completely crushed. Like, completely crushed. I go horrendous kill death ratio. In the fucking first game I did 19-2. In this game I did like, I can't remember, but it was like 20 deaths and less than 10 kills, I think. It was horrendous. And we're going to see this now. I mean, Advanced Warfare didn't literally was just pointless. I don't think Advanced Warfare even needed to exist. It felt like there was the guns, there was like less guns. The maps were awful. The maps are horrendous. The maps are bland. Some of the colours are nice with the lasers, but then you get people calling you fucking noobs if you use a laser. The Call of Duty community is horrendous. On PC it's worse because people don't even need a fucking microphone to fucking type. They can just type and call you a fucking horrible word if they want to. This match just felt horrible. Everything felt horrible. On this map it really stuttered a lot. At least it felt like it did. The problem with this game is that the more you play it, I think the worse you get because of all the stuttering. It just completely degrades you and makes you worse and worse and worse and worse and worse as you play it. At first you can deal with it in the first match, but after the first match you can't deal with it anymore. I mean, I got a couple long shots, but it felt like everyone was coming from every fucking which way angle and just popping out of nowhere. I mean, I'm already 2 and 4 there. The maps in this game are really bad. None of them are memorable. I mean, Black Ops maps are great. Black Ops is my favourite, actually, probably my second favourite, actually, because World at War is my favourite. Black Ops 1 probably my second favourite, because at launch it had horrendous lag, but then they did fix it, and it went on to become probably my second favourite, if not on par with World at War. Treyarch are a lot better, but I hate Black Ops 2, and that's going to be really controversial, but I fucking can't stand it. I love the campaign, cannot stand the multiplayer. I hated it. It just felt really laggy. I had that problem of getting shot around the walls. It just didn't feel good at all for me. I played it quite a lot of it, and I never liked like one moment of it, but I played a lot of it because it's Call of Duty, and every release you buy it because you've got to buy it to see if it's any good or not. Apparently the sales have been really declining. I don't believe that's true. Sorry, I don't believe that's true, because apparently their sales have been cut in half. I'm like, I think that's a lot of bollocks. I think people are just spouting that without actually knowing. But because Black Ops 2 was like the best selling one, and then Ghost definitely declined in sales, but it wasn't like 50%. And then Advanced Warfare definitely sold more than Ghosts. And it's not on the down at all. It's barely on the down. Like, it's gonna take at least like 5 years for it to for the sales dropping to actually be a big deal to Activision. This guy was running around with those fucking things like at the speed of sound. I'm pretty sure when you have them on, you move slower. I don't know how the fuck he was moving so fast and just killing everyone with it. It just felt like it felt like people were taking more hits to die in this match than last match. People were dying really quickly last match. In this match, they were taking loads of hits. Just couldn't hit anyone. People were basically running circles around me. I just couldn't deal with it at all. I got an assisted suicide there, apparently. I got 5 and 12 there. 5 and fucking 12. Horrendous. I mean, the maps I'm good on was the first map, and there's another map I don't remember the name of because the maps are really unmemorable in this one. I mean, the maps, what's weird is that it's supposed to be futuristic, but it doesn't really look futuristic at all. I mean, it feels like modern day. It feels like today. I mean, other than maybe some of the lasers and the exo abilities, but the exo abilities, it's like the exo abilities were a gimmick. I mean, the double jump and the boost aren't a gimmick, but the exo abilities are pretty much gimmicks. They're basically useless. They add very little to the game at all. I mean, the only one you would probably use is the speed one, and that's about it. I mean, Call of Duty could really do with like 5 years off. I think it could. I mean, at this point, even if it took 2 years off, it wouldn't be enough. I think it needs to go away for about 5 years, because at this point, it's just. I mean, Black Ops 3 looks like Advanced Warfare, only with wall running. That's a real tongue twister for me. I can't say wall running. It's like blah, blah. My tongue is completely tied in that word. I've seen some gameplay. I like people. It's weird. I think the kill time is a lot better in Black Ops 3. From what I've seen, obviously I haven't played it, but from what I've seen, the kill time looks better. It looks a lot better. Like only a couple hits, and I much prefer that, because then you don't really have any of those bullshit trade-off kills. I don't think with a lower kill time. You don't lag doesn't really seem that much of an issue. I think. I mean, it goes both ways. If you have a short kill time, you know, it can kind of work around the whole horrible feeling netcode and lag. And if you have a really high kill time, like in Team Fortress 2, lag, it doesn't really feel very laggy, because you're not going to get shot around the corner in those games, because you have too much health for that to happen. I mean, if you have a really low kill time, you're going to get killed before you go around the corner, because the kill time is so short. It's annoying as well, because I really want to like this game. Like, I come on it every now and then and like, I want to play it, I want to fucking like it, because I do like Call of Duty, just not this one. This one's awful. This one is horrendous. I wish they would go back to maybe simpler times. Simpler times. Back in my day, they only had 3, 5 and 7. And they didn't have all these crazy fucking insane perks. They just had like a couple perks. And they didn't have like secondary perks. And like insane secondary perks. Like, look at this guy. I watched the kill cam. I mean, that was ridiculous. I just, like, the accuracy on that was insane. That, like, I remember using those guns and they didn't hit anyone. Even if you were right on target. Right with the hit, with the, what do you call it? The crosshairs. Even if you had the crosshairs right on someone, it didn't fucking hit them at all for me. I mean, they completely ruined quickscoping, which I used to like trying. I wasn't very good at it, but I liked doing it every now and then. Call of Duty used to be really fun. No, it's not at all. It just doesn't feel fun. Black Ops was really fun because you had the crazy, like, undersling flamethrower, which was awesome. And, like, the RC car, that was awesome. I mean, I want to play it. I want to play Black Ops now, but I don't own it on PC, and I don't even know if it's any good on PC, because, like, that's the problem. I think if I'd have bought Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on PS4, I think I would have had a much better experience with it. And it's, like, crazy how much of a fucking different experience and opinion you can have on this game depending on what you played it on. I don't like that at all. I mean, people should have, like, the same experience. Obviously, you're going to have a different control experience if you're on PC. But the game should still just be as good, I think, depending on what you're on. I mean, I hate when a console port is awful. I hate when a PC port is awful. I don't like it. That's bullshit. If I'm having fun with a game, I don't want other people to not have fun with that game. I hate that. I fucking hate that. It really pisses me off. This is the last match. Just opening a supply thing there, which I never really understood. I never got into any of that bullshit. Again, they keep adding fucking, like, crates in every fucking game ever. I mean, that's fine in, like, a loot game, but it's Call of Duty. You don't need that. Here I'm trying to change some things. I turn post-processing anti-aliasing all the way off to see if that makes a difference. I tried to mess around with the refresh rate. Didn't seem to make a fucking difference one bit. Now, this match is interesting because this is the first time this has ever happened to me in any Call of Duty game, and I'm going to go right into it right now. So here we are in the game. This is the first game I've ever seen a hacker in. I've never seen a hacker in Advanced Warfare. I haven't really played enough, to be honest. I played a lot, like, on day one and, like, the first week, and then I haven't played it since. This guy's a hacker. As you can see here, his aim is insane. And we're going to just stay in this match for a little bit and see him. Someone said VAC ban him. I don't know how to do that. I didn't know how to report him at all. They like, Battlefield is insanely difficult to fucking ban people in that game. Like, it's so hard to find the report button in that game. You have to, like, it's so tedious. You can't just, you should be able to just be able to click on their name and be like, report this fucking hacker. But you can't. You fucking can't. You have to, like, go into the battle log, find them, like, type their name in, find their player card, and then fucking, like, write a report on them. And it's just such a pain in the ass to fucking get it. You basically have to, like, alt-tab the game for Battlefield to do that. I don't know if you can do it in-game in this. I didn't really check. I couldn't be fucking asked at this point. Just a really bad experience with this fucking game, coming back to it. I played it for about 40 minutes, I think, 50 minutes. It's not even fun. Like, even on that first game, it wasn't fun. Because it was so easy. Like, it was so easy to kill everyone. It wasn't even fun. It wasn't fun at all. There was no challenge. It didn't, like, because the guns don't really feel that great. Hitting people doesn't really feel that great. The boosting, the exo jumping doesn't feel great at all. You can't really get much momentum out of it. You just get like, a couple feet of momentum and then you kind of deflate like a ball. You kind of go, now I fall to the ground like a fucking bowling ball. I mean, look at this. This is a joke. I mean, look at that. It's fucking ridiculous. At this point, I left. And that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. It's a big rant on Advanced Warfare. I don't want to hate Call of Duty because I have liked it in the past and I want to like it again.